Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. On the ground, this is Isaiah Crowell. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Flex round! Flex round!
To throw on second down. Meyer got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Caught, left side, Bennett. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Meyer. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Dolphins will start their drive at the 20-yard line. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 38 yards on the scamper there.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Back to throw now on 1st down. And this is incomplete. Morris Claiborne, the former number 1 pick of the Cowboys there defensively.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
He's going to let this one go deep. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. The 20, and he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Give him 30 yards there. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first quarter lead. And it's up and good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now out come the Jets. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Meyer. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Well, they go with a slant that time. 15 yards and a first down.
Flex round! Flex round!
Throwing on first down. Meyer over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying for his running back, Bilal Powell. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
They had a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Meyer. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Looking to throw. Meyer. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct, and what the team and organization is hoping, we're going to see these woes now, but later when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Henry Anderson. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
3rd and long, it's Tannehill. Buying time to his left. Gonna look deep for Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trumaine Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
34 yards there and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice game there. Back to throw. Meyer, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Dolphins have got it.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, is going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And down inside the 15 he goes. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a third down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and short. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. And they've got a decision to make here on 4th down and 2. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Tavecchio puts this one through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? You made them kick the field goal, and yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out now come the Jets. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. A first carry for Trenton Cannon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Off the bootleg, Meyer. And a Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Calais Campbell in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And it's fielded at the 34. As his guys are in for 6, and the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. That's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio, and that makes our score 17-0. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Looking to throw. Meyer. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Robert Quinn in there to get him. And that is sack number 15 for him on the year. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
Back to throw. Meyer. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Well, he made that catch knowing full well that at the end of it, he's going to catch a pretty good lick.
I guess if there's anyone on this team that can absorb a pop, it's him. The Jets on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 14. Operating from the gun, Meyer found his target. It's Anderson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st and 10, Meyer dumps off to Powell. Still staying on his feet. Are you serious? 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. On the stop was T.J. McDonald.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Meyer. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, Meyer. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a 1st down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Meyer. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Robert Quinn in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, Meyer. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And the return will stop right around the 25. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
On the ground, this is Williams. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll look to throw. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Operating from the gun. Meyer throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. A final shot before break. Meyer. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Williams. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Tannehill keeps on the sneak. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. He dumps it off to Drake. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Again, it's Williams. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On third and short, Drake. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. And now a sneak, Tannehill. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great play there with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Tavecchio to add the PAT. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that. Big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw on 2nd down. Meyer looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bennett. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Meyer. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. to throw again. Meyer. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Robert Quinn in there to get him. And that's sack number 18 for him on the year. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing on third and long. Meyer, and he's got it complete to Anderson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
They'll start the drive with Drake. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Dolphins on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They're going to look to throw. And Wilson has it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there at 22.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down. This quarterback now 4 of 6 since taking over, and he's got a 1st down. A first run for the backup, Abdullah. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Detroit!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He goes underneath the Drake. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
So now then the penalty's got them set up with a 1st and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And that'll bring up second down. They'll drop the throw. Steps away to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog. 2
incompletions haven't moved them any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This offense bent the defense in their long drive downfield, but once they got within sight of the goal line, the defense went to don't break mode and is stiffened.
The kick by Tavecchio is good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
New York set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
If the squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Yeah. Hey. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah. Hey. Yeah.